Hi there, my name is Muhamad Rifqi Nabih Didi, and I'm a student of BINUS International University, or also known as Bina Nusantara University International. I am an information systems student from batch 2019. Now, I was tasked with a final project from Introduction to Database. The final project consists of me connecting a database that I have created with an application. Now, about the database that I used. The database that I used is a database that I have created before on my midterm project. On my midterm, I created a database for a fictional company called Microsoft Windows, a company specialized in repairs. For the applications, now the applications itself is a console-based Java applications. So it is created in Java and it is a console-based applications. It doesn't have any good, beautiful graphical user interface, but hence it is a console-based application. And I am supposed to create connections between the MySQL database that I've created and this console-based Java application. Now, this video will give you a little presentation on the normalizations that I used on my database, the conceptual design module, logical design module, physical design module, and how I implement my database into my applications. So how I connect the MySQL database with my console-based Java applications. And finally, I also want to give you a little demonstration on how my application works. Okay, so we have talked too much already. Let's get to it.
As I have said before, the first part of this video is going to discuss on normalizations that I used on my database. But before we dig deep into normalization, first we need to know what is normalization. According to Wikipedia, database normalization, or simply normalization, is the process of organizing the columns or attributes and the tables or relations of a relational database in order to minimize data redundancy. Normalization involves decomposing a table to make it less redundant and smaller, without making it lose information, and then linking the data back together by defining the foreign keys in the old table and make it reference the primary keys in the new ones. Normalizations have four forms, which is the UNF, 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF. Informally, a relational database table is often described as normalized if it meets the 3NF. Now, what is the NF or UNF, 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF? What is it, you ask? Okay, let's see on the picture. Now, for the normalization, I'm only going to use one table as an example because if I discuss and explain all the tables that I use on my database, it's going to take a long time. Now, back to the picture. Now, this is the table of receipt that I use on my database, and this is its UNF version, or unnormalized form. Now, what is UNF? UNF is the unnormalized form of a database. The UNF contains duplicates of data. As you can see on my picture, it has several datas merged together. So, simply put, it has duplicates. As you can see on entry number 3 and 4, the receipt ID is merged. Both datas are merged into one cell, both as 16MR222, and there are also several other datas merged into one cell. This is the UNF version, or unnormalized form, and this is the UNF of my database. Now, for the 1NF, or also known as first normal form, the first normal form is a UNF table but made a little bit more advanced. Why? because the 1NF, or first normal form, eliminates the duplicates columns of the same table, and not just columns but also rows. So it deletes basic redundancies that your table have. As you can see on my picture, this is the same picture, but this is the 1NF version, or first normal form, of the table receipt. As you can see, there are no more repeating duplicates of data, as each data made into their own cells. Now we proceed into 2NF, or also known as second normal form. The second normal form further addresses the concept of removing duplicate data as follows. First, it has to meet all the requirements of the first normal form. So 2NF, like 1NF, could not have any duplicates. And it removes subsets of data that apply to multiple rows of a table and place them in separate tables. It also creates relationships between these new tables and their predecessor through the use of foreign keys. Now, as you can see on my 2NF, I made it like this to make it easier for you to watch. I do not insert the content, as I've said, to make it easier for you to watch. Now, first, I have shown you the table receipt, which has the receipt number, receipt ID, sales number, sell name, sell quantity, sell price in RDK, discount confirmation, discount ID, discount name, discount price, the receipt cashier ID, and receipt cashier name. Now in this 2NF, each table that might have a primary key and a foreign key is separated into a different table. As you can see, the main table, receipt, only has receipt number, receipt ID, sale number, discount confirmation, discount ID, and cashier ID. So what I do is that I made the sales, discounts, and cashier table into a separate table. As below is the rec sales, or receipt sales. It has sales number, sell name, sell quantity, sell price. The receipt discount has receipt discount ID, discount name, and discount price. And also the cashier, receipt cashier, has cashier ID and cashier name. This is the second normal form of a database. Now, let's go on into the third normal form, or 3NF. The third normal form has to meet all the requirements of the second normal form. And also, it has to remove columns or rows, and basically datas that are not dependent upon a primary key. So as you can see, this is the 3NF version of my database. There is not much different, but if you see closely, we don't have any more disconf or discount confirmation on the receipt. So what I did is that I deleted discount confirmation from the table receipt, because discount confirmation does not depend on any primary key. Therefore, it does not have any use there. Okay, that's it for the normalization. Let's continue to the second part. Now, for the second part of this video, I'm going to show you the entity relationships that my database used. If you can't see the pictures clearly, you can look at it on the link on the description below. Now, for the first is the conceptual data module. The conceptual data module only features the name and the relationships. The second one is the logical data module. The logical data module has all the table names and its columns, also the relationships. Now the last one is the physical data module. The physical data module has the names and attributes or types of set column. So for example, you have the varchar, you have the int, and also have the relations. That's it for this part. Let's continue on to the next. Now for this third part of my video, I'm going to tell you how I connect my database with my applications. How to do that is by using JDBC, or Java Database Connectivity. JDBC is an API for Java which helps you connect a client with a database. So it's a library that helps you connect your applications with a database. As for how, I won't be going into the how part because that would take long and this video will be too long. Okay, now this is the interface, last part of my video, and this is the little demonstration of my application. Okay, so we have this interface right here, and let's go. Let's insert a data to a table. Press 1. And what table to insert? We choose between service, inventory, staff, sales, receipt, and discounts. Let's choose service. Okay, we have chosen the table service. Let's input the data correctly. Starting service ID, let's input S14. And service name, let's input XXX. Service price, let's put it like 25,000. Okay, one row is affected, and let's type the number of tables to select it. Because we have just insert data into table service, let's try to select the table service if it's there. And it's there. S14 XXX 25,000. Okay, the update feature currently only works in the table service and discounts. So let's try service and update the data we have just inserted into the table service. Okay, service ID S14. The service name is let's change it to Mongolian War Barbarian. Service price, let's put it 800,000. Okay, this one is where we choose to select which table to delete data from. Let's delete the data that we have just updated. Service ID is S14, and one row is affected. We have deleted the table service, the S14 or Mongolian War Barbarian from table for S14. Now let's see if this affects the table. Let's close the window and start the application again. Let's choose select data service. Boom, there's no more S14, there's no more Mongolian War Barbarian. And this is the final of the demonstration and last part of my video. Thank you.
Hi! If you're watching this, it means you have reached the end, the finale, the final of my video, my final project video. So yes, thank you for watching until the end. And if you like to add or comment on anything, drop it in the comment box below or an email. Email me if you like. I'll drop you an email, the email in my description box below. And yeah, if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Finally, thank you for watching. Have a great life and see you when I see you. Bye.